Hello everyone, Spaced Oyster here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. In the last episode, we climbed through the middle part of the Pharos, the second ascent I believe. We had a lot of trouble with an optional enemy, and I got fed up. Let's see. You who call the vessel of sky, who would climb higher still, this vessel's ways now master to ascend. Through ways untrodden, pass but one. Through ways that known, move unhindered. Let's see, what's this one say? Pilgrim impelled to heaven's heights, skyward keep your course. In vessel of sky, now make your way, reaching this place, your worth proven. Path for you shall open. Neat! Alright, let's use the dice, and we'll go up to floor 67. And I'm going to have to rely on this guide pretty heavily, because with this next part of the Pharos Lighthouse, what you have to do depends on which of those four things you use to get through the room. Oh, I hope I didn't mess that up by activating the one with the wealth. Oh, this could be bad. This could be very bad. I don't think that's going to be the case. Anyway, touch the save crystal to heal up. I'm going to make a save file here just in case. This could be very bad. I hope it's not bad. It won't be bad. Alright. And then touch the crystal. The third ascent, Met of Destiny. Or is it Meet? Met? Meet? Alright, anyway. Switch over to Redis. And we got new enemies here that are bombs. And yeah, this guide I'm looking at, it decides to tell me that with your back to the waystone, go to the other waystone that's in the left corner. And yeah, that's super helpful. You who reach this final sphere, no paths herein will you find. The heights you've climbed, their glyphs, there shall be your guide. To Seal of Night look first. Not easily this realm to pass. Failing twice, punishment you will face. Okay. Maybe I should have looked for a better guide. This door cannot be opened from this side. Alright. So back, he said left. So this one here. Touch the device. Alright, we're gonna want to run up those stairs. Let's see, run up the stairs and then continue forward. And then we're going to want to turn right. Pick this treasure up. Money! And Antares. I believe that's a new gun. It is! Neat. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, and then there should also be some rubber suits around here. Ow. That's not a rubber suit. You know what? I'm gonna explore that area. this area. I know that's the crystal I want to use, the one in back there, the green one. And Ash just picked up Flare. I'm not too sure if I want her to spam that or to try and continuously spam Shock and then replace Bio with Flare. I'll have to unlock it first. But it would be worth it, because that's Flare. Although, if you are playing on the PlayStation 2 version of the game, I would not recommend using Flare too much, as it has the same problems as Holy. Okay. Yeah, can Ash afford Flare? She can. Weird that Scathe is above it. I thought Flare was stronger than Scathe, but I guess it's the other way around. Alright. Replace Bio with Flare. Okay. So we picked up all the chests now. So we're gonna touch this green trap. And then touch this device. Alright, it says it wants me to keep my back to where I arrived and make my way out. White robes. Let's see, I'm gonna give that to Penello. And then I believe... okay. Yeah. Stupid traps. What's the point of having Libra if they're placed right in my way? And then work my way around. It says the red one. Is that the right red one? I don't know what the punishment will be if I don't use the right teleports. And I don't want to find more and confuse myself more. Why did this guide have to be so confusing? Yeah, it's this red one. Touch the device. Yeah, they said that was gonna be hard. Ha! Gasp! I didn't think I was gonna find that here. I was mistaking it for Excalibur. Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm looking. There are 4 colors here. Let's see. Minimap. Pink. Alright, Moment of Truth. Touch the Sigil of Sacrifice. The pink one corresponds to the map. And since I went through that area without a map, that should lead me to the new area. Let's see, instead of heading south into the fray of enemies... Alright, yeah, okay. So it did turn out okay. I think, I hope. I say instead of going south, turn north, and then turn left. Alright, I'm gonna check to make sure there aren't any treasures first, because I do love me my treasures. Holy crap, that sword is huge. It looks like Cloud's sword. If Balthier would actually use it properly, he could be Cloud. Well, it doesn't really look like Cloud's sword. I'm gonna read this. You who reach this final sphere through these great gulfs of space, to the undying the final path belongs, pure brilliance unseen in distances traversed, untainted by glyph and color. I have no idea what that means. Anyway, head north, and another fool's facade. Woo! Let's see, is there any items here? No, but I assume I need to use this one. Let's see, it said bust through once. More. Oh, there's treasure. If they gave me the color, that would help. Yes! Elixir, and then we activate the elevator. But getting on the elevator starts a boss battle. So, I highly recommend turning on your boss battle gambits first, if you don't already. And yeah, we'll just take on this next boss. It's one I really like. I'm looking forward to. Okay, the Dais of Ascension. We're gonna go up to floor number 90. Oh, the elevator stopped. How ominous. It's almost like I told you there was going to be a boss battle here. And indeed there is. This is Hashmol, the bringer of order. And for you Final Fantasy XIV fans out there, he should look very familiar because he is in the Rabanastre raid. Alright, and then let's have Pinello do it. I'm gonna see if I have a float mode. I didn't find the float spell, so I'm gonna try and if I have float mode, I'm gonna use it. I mentioned that float makes you immune to the earth element, and against Hashmol, that's really good because he's the Esper of Earth. He's gonna be your main source of earth element damage if you choose to use him. Well, actually the Koga Blade would be if you have a Shikari, but he's a good source of earth element damage too. If you're up against an enemy, really use that earth element. This guide mentioned that he can use cause disease, but so far I'm not seeing it. And I forgot to dispel him. Quake Jump probably does it. Personally, I really like Hashmol. He's got one of the more interesting Esper designs, in my opinion. Although I have no idea what's going on with his arms. They seem really weird. Why is Pinello using Kira? Did I set up her... No, I haven't set up properly. I figured she would have gone for Kiraja. No, it doesn't matter. Aside from having Quakeja, Hashmol, he can only do attacks he can only do single target attacks, so he's really not that much to worry about. Or doesn't, you don't really have to worry about him that much. takes care of that. We have another new Esper in our possession. Good access to the earth element, as well as, well, just a new Esper. I'm gonna see what he unlocks for people, and then we're gonna give him to somebody. Maybe even use him in the next... No, it probably wouldn't be a good idea. Then again, it probably wouldn't not. No, it wouldn't be a good idea. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Depends on who gets him. Anyway, first, the clan premiere for the bestiary. Hashmal, the Sema Ascendant, scion set by the gods to wield and manipulate the laws of this world, and with holy power lead mankind to order, created in opposition to Fandaniel, the Protector, scion of light. Desiring to bring order to all things, he joined with Ultima in her battle against the gods. He gave his body to the thousand years war, and when his strength was spent, down into the burning inferno he fell. Neat. Alright, let's see. For Vaughn, he would unlock Bone Crusher, which is kind of useless, and Bone Crusher, so it's not Vaughn's. For Balthier, we'd get Kiraja, Bravery, Faith, and Confuse. And on Bosch's Balthier's Altar, we'd get Archer, we'd get nothing. For Fran, we'd get Channeling. And nothing. Well, Swiftness, but we already got that Swiftness, so don't need Hashmal for that. Let's see. Bosch. What would Bosch get from Hashmal? Nothing on White Mage. And nothing on Bushi. Let's see. Ash would unlock the Makara for Black Mage. And on Monk, she'd get White Magic 4. And then finally, Penello would unlock nothing. Or Steel, which she already has. So, I believe there is a clear winner, and that clear winner is Balthier. Because Bravery and Faith are going to be very nice for him to have. Kind of a waste that it doesn't unlock anything on Archer, but that is A-okay. Now I just need to figure out where Bravery and Faith are at. I believe they're in an area I haven't even been to yet. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna turn off my boss battle gambits for now. And I'm gonna keep running as Balthier because there's actually a cutscene coming up, so it would just switch me back to him anyway. Ooh, piece of dark matter. When I was reading up on Shemhazi, it said that her Soul Devour, her basic attack sort of thing, follows the...
The din of the mist grows greater.
The Suncrest must be near.
I'll tell you later.
I wonder if she'll really do it. Take revenge against the Empire. I mean, I know how she must feel. It's hard, losing someone you care about.
Something we all got in common.
But you know, no matter how hard we try, we can't change the past. There's nothing that can bring them back. Still, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see them so clearly.
Illusions of the past. You think to have cast them off, only to find them years later, unwearying, unrelenting. The past can bind a man as surely as irons. Cut the true path. But will she?
Alright. Now that cutscene's over, let's run up the rest of this completely empty hallway as Redis, which has nothing to do with some sort of crush on him that I cut out of the episode that I mentioned it in. Anyway, we'll touch the save crystal. And then we're moving on and moving on. Let's see, there's a waystone here. This tower, wrought by hands undying, heaven-bound path. You who masters power, wisdom, mist. The tower's secrets are for you and you alone. Claim them. To heaven's last height you now ascend, chosen. Know now the reason of your choosing. Alright, well, before we ascend, we actually want to change up our gambits a smidge. You want to change your lowest HP gambit, or whatever your regular attack gambit is. You want to make sure you're targeting the foe with the highest max HP. That's it. And the reason for this will become clear at about the midway point in our upcoming boss battle. For now, I'm also going to turn on Bubble. And while the new Esper we just got our hands on, Hashmal, he's not going to be very useful in the long run in this boss encounter, but I do believe I can get some mileage out of him at the start. For now, though, we're just going to touch the device and move forward.
So this is the Suncrest.
King Wraithwall stood here. With this sword, he cut the Suncrest and took its power in his hand.
But you're going to use the sword to destroy the Suncrest. Aren't you, Ash?
Don't interrupt me, Vaughn. You want revenge? You would have me use the stone? You would have me destroy the Empire? Is this my duty? Is this what you want? I cannot.
Why do you hesitate? Take what is yours. The Christ is a blade. It was meant for you. Wield it. Avenge your father. Yes, it was I who wore Bashi's face, who cut down the life of Dalmasca. Lady Ash, your father's murderer is here.
You and Rex!
I slew your king. I slew your country. Do these deeds not demand vengeance? Yes, good. Find your wrath. Take up your sword. Fight, and serve those who died before you.
A Judge Magister there was. 2 years passed. He took in his hand the Midlight Shard, stolen from Nabradia, and used it not knowing what he did. And Nabudis was blown away. Sid ordered this of him, to learn the Nethicite's true power. That man swore never to let such terrible power be used again. He forsook his Judaser's plate and his name.
Judge Sect.
It's been too long, Gabranth. Reach out your hand, Lady Ash. But remember, that which you must grasp is something beyond revenge, something greater than despair. Something beyond our reach. Try as we might, Gabranth, history's chains bind us too tightly.
No, we cannot escape the past. This man is living proof. What is your past, daughter of Damaska? Did you not swear revenge? Do the dead not demand it?
Wrestler. My prince. Our time was short. Yet I know this. You are not the kind to take base revenge! The Wrestler I knew is gone.
You are our saint, Ashelia Benagan. You must use the Nethicite. You must be the one to straighten history's weave.
I am no false saint for you to use.
Ash.
In all Dalmasca's long history, not once did we rely on the Dusk Shard. Our people resolved never to use it, though their need might be dire. That was the Dalmasca I wanted back. To use the stone now would be to betray that. I will destroy the Suncrest. I will discard the stone.
You claim no need of power? What of your broken kingdom's shame? The dead demand justice!
You're wrong. What would change? I can't help my brother now. My brother's gone. He's dead.
Even with power, we cannot change what is past. What is done, is done.
Yet without power, what future can you claim? What good a kingdom you cannot defend?
Then I will defend Queen and Kingdom both.
Ha! Defend? You? You who failed Landis and Dalmasca. What can shame hope to keep safe? Your shield is shattered. Your oaths poison those you would protect.
I honestly forgot this was here, so despite not being the most fitting, I'm gonna have Balthier take him on with Hash. The Judge Gabronth fight here is pretty easy. I believe he's going to try and use some pretty cinematic attacks, but otherwise Gabronth is a pushover. Although he's blocked every one of Balthier's attacks.
Hear me, Bosh. Do not think killing the Kingslayer will win you back your honor. When you abandoned home and kin, your name was forever stained with blood.
Honestly, maybe I should have used Bosch and Adrenaline. I want to show off Hashmal. Alright. I don't think I even need Hashmal to use his really big thing. Alright, I'm gonna pull it off now, though. Gaia's Wrath. Oh, right, I forgot to mention, Hashmal's zodiac sign is Leo. And I think that counted as magic, so it didn't actually deal any damage to Gabronth.
So you, too, would leave your debts unpaid.
Enough of this! I can bear no more.
You disappoint me, Gabranth.
What?
He trusted you. When you bared steel against the princess, you forswore your obligations to your emperor. You shame yourself and make mockery of Lord Lars's trust. You are unfit to serve him as sword or shield, and so I release you from that service. Your presence is neither required nor welcome. Gabranth!
You were only a tool of this Venar.
How quaint. We are allies. The Acuria give men power as a master feeds his dog. It is meant to tame us. How well you've resisted their wile. By turning your back on their stones, you give us free hand to write our own history.
And at what price? Dalmasca's freedom for your nethicite? I shall not suffer you to have it. The Suncrest be damned!
Oh, be sure that it is! For what other purpose do you think you've brought us here? But, my lady, I would have you stay your Acurian sword. The Suncrest is glutted with mist, and so precious a thing must not be squandered. Let us use the stone! Finish this for now! Shards of Nethicite, cocoon of the Suncrest, spill forth your mist upon this evil east. Let sea and sky be awash in it, that Bahamut may come and drink his fill. And lo, how brightly burned their lanthorn! Casts it back the shadow of Acurian design, testament that man's history shall be his alone!
You made your nethicite for this. You mimic the Acuria stone for what? To become a god yourself?
On whose shoulders better to stand than those of the would-be gods? Ah, such high hopes I once had, but you ran and they with you. Alas, the hour of your return is late. Come, Famrin, revel in the glory of my triumph!
Alright. first, we're gonna switch back to Redis. Then we're turning on the Lady's Gambits. Well, the Decoy Gambit. And then finally, we need to have Penelo cast Dispel. And I guess I probably really should have waited to use Hashmal. I could have used him against Dr. Sid here.
No pity from me!
Dude, honestly, it seems like he's having way too much fun. And once you get him down to 50%...
Behold the manufactured Nethicite, the fruit of our power and knowledge. See what the Stone of Man is capable of. Witness its power with your own eyes. Famfrit, to me!
Hilarious. I don't need an Esper to do that, I don't need a stone to do that, you silly Billy. Alright, yeah, so Dr. Sid, he becomes completely immune to damage as long as Famfrit is alive. Which is why we wanted to change our gambits. Famfrit himself, he is the Esper of Water, or she. I can never tell with Espers either. Most of some of them. Alright, we're gonna dispel this one. Yeah. I think Dr. Sid's gonna keep buffing them, and I don't think I can debuff Dr. Sid as long as Famfrit's out. Anyway, using the Gambit foe with the highest HP, or worst case, weak to fire, that makes it possible to hit Famfrit, whose moniker is the Darkening Cloud, by the way. And, am I playing as Balthier? I want to be running around as Redis. Once you're done curating people, let's go ahead and dispel all the hard work that Dr. Sid put into buffing Famfrit. He's basically using him the way that you would want to in the base game. The reason why I didn't want to use Hashmal against Dr. Sid here is because Famfrit, he would be immune to earth damage. Although he is vulnerable to fire, so I could have used Belias. Alright, and now that that's taken care of, well, everyone's taking damage, and Manella's getting a spell ready, so I'm gonna see if I got a Dispel Moat to use instead. Let's see, Dispel Moat. Switch back to Redis.
The dream of death! Wait and die!
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention or comment on Judge Gabron. Like, the scene where Larsa gave him the order to follow Ash and observe that she wasn't going to do war. Or rather, I think that was Vane. Anyway, at first I thought that was just going to be like a red herring, but it turned out to be a Chekhov's gun. And that it actually came into play later, and he assumed Ash wanted war. And now we have control over Famfrit, the Darkening Cloud.
Let him by, Fenar. It is done. Ah, how I have enjoyed these 6 years.
The pleasure was all mine.
Was there no other way? Spend your pity elsewhere. If you are so set on running, hadn't you best be off, fool of a pirate?
Fran? Fran!
The mist burns to bursting. It beats. The cocoon. The Suncrist bursts. You must run as far as you can.
Easy, Fran.
Hadn't you best be off? That's what a sky pirate does. You fly, don't you?
I suppose you'd better hang on then.
Ash! The sword! We have to stop it!
You must quit this place. It's reacting. I've not seen its like before. Nay, never this large. Never such threat impendent. For Nabudis.
Redis! Redis, no!
I, Judge Magister, condemn you to oblivion!
Why don't they just fly to the top?
Redis.
Blast the sea, blast the waves, blast it all. I don't believe he's gone. He's Redis. How could he die? Hadn't you noticed? He'd been searching for a place to die all along. Lord Redis weren't the sort of man to run away from his problems by dying. He weren't. How could he abandon this town? You'd have had him regret passing. You'd have him suffer and wail for eternity. That's not what I meant. No, if he's gone, then he should rest in peace. Gods know he deserves it. Then let him. If you've time to mourn and curse him, then you've certainly time to carry on what he started. If you don't wish an eternity of regret on him, then let's do our part here and know he's watching over us, satisfied. Satisfied? Redis, we'd be lucky if we earned a not disappointed from him, but I suppose everything depends on us now. Us and Vaughn's crew. Since when have you trusted that lot with more than a swab in the deck? I wasn't blind. I saw the faith that Redis had in them. I'm sure they'll discover what it is they need to do in short time. Speaking of which, did you tell them about our guest? They should be meeting up at the manse as we speak. Who was that odd fellow anyway? Squawk. Sorry, I thought that was going to be a cutscene. I'll just have to edit around it.
Al-Cid?
We let ourselves inside. The situation is one demanding some haste, you understand?
How did you know where we were?
My little birds. They tell me many, many things. My lady, the war begins now.
Then you were unsuccessful in stopping the Rosarian fleet?
I used a variety of methods. All went according to plan until it came time to request withdrawal of our most devoted generals. In their enthusiasm for war, our great military leaders went behind my back straight to Marquis Sandor's resistance.
The Resistance?
During training, a division of the Resistance ignored their orders and disappeared. They were next found exchanging broadsides with the Imperials over Old Nabradia.
Why would they go there? They were asking to be found.
You misunderstand. Those ships must surely belong to Rosarian Division. They may have joined Ondor's resistance forces as patriots or even mercenaries, but in reality they are regulars of the Rosarian army, under direct command of our war pavilion. This fifth column has invaded Imperial airspace and provoked a response. Unable to abandon them, His Excellency the Marquis was obliged to give his main fleet the order to attack. And the battleground is Dalmasca.
Should this fight drag on, Rosaria will enter the fray. The defense of Dalmasca is their excuse, and we will have a war between empires.
Correct. They will bide their time waiting to strike until the Empire has spent itself against the Marquis. But then he will crush them and the Marquis both between his hands.
Vayne holds the Dusk Shard no longer. His advantage is lost.
Vayne has advantages enough. He stands on higher ground, and my birds tell me he has awoken something quite large. Bahamut, Lord of the Sky. There was a stirring in the mist, in the direction of Ridorana, I am told. Bahamut awoke soon after this.
It is the mist that came before the Christ was undone. It breathed life into this Bahamut. If Rethers had not stopped it when he did, how much more mist might it have drunk? All went according to Dr. Sid's designs.
Yes, the man's last great accomplishment, I fear. And so it falls to me to put an end to the thing.
Vayne commands Bahamut himself?
He comes to Rabanastar.
Then I will defend Dalmasca and stop this Bahamut. This is my charge.
That's our charge, actually.
It's our home.
It belongs to us all.
And my charge is to hinder and delay this Rosarian invasion for as long as is possible. I will do what I can. Ah, yes. When this unpleasantness is done, you must come to Rosaria. I will take you to the Amber Vale of Clanmar Grace. Such things I will show you. Until then, I will be waiting.
No, Vaughn! Word from the Resistance. The Imperial Sky Fortress Bahamut is on the attack. This could be bad. We have no chance of fighting it from the ground. No, the only way to fight the Bahamut is to go to it. By airship. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink! Yeah, and despite the urgency, we don't actually have to do that right away. Anyway, I'm gonna look up the bestiary entry for Famfrit. Wrong thing. And then we're gonna give him to someone, and then we'll call that an episode. Wrong thing again. Alright, so here's Famfrit, the Kumba Ascendant. The hideous, darkly clouded form of Famfrit, scion in opposition to Holy Queen Emeraldeth, scion of light, was anathema even to its creators. Thus, after a great battle, he broken and sealed within armor laced with wards. The confines of his armor are void of light, and so is he called the Darkening Cloud. Men fear the rain that falls from the black clouds that ooze from the giant Ewer as a herald of chaos and waste. His zodiac sign is Aquarius, but in addition to that, he actually references two Final Fantasy bosses, X-Death and the Cloud of Darkness. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call that an episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Spaced Oyster, signing out.